Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing, gangsters? Over the past few days, there's been one question showing up again and again in the comments. It's the same concern from nearly every fan. Why aren't we getting any new movements? When are the animation changes coming? What happened to the omnidirectional movement? Honestly, it's the #1 topic everyone's talking about right now. So I decided today's video is all about clearing the air, speaking directly to all my subscribers who've been waiting patiently and deserve to know the truth. Let's first address something that's been floating around a lot lately. Some fans are saying content creators are building up too much hype. They're claiming we're making noise over nothing, that nothing is actually coming to the game. I want to be very honest with you here. From my side, I never give you fake hope. I don't talk about things unless I've seen them myself or know something's really in the works. When I made those videos before, it wasn't based on rumors or made up hype. It was based on real things we saw during the Season 5 test server. Back then, they added a lot of new stuff, new movements, new animations, and several fresh mechanics. The developers were clearly preparing to take the game to a new level. But then, something unexpected happened. Everything got delayed. So now the big question is, why? What was the real reason? From what I've seen and gathered, it most likely came down to one of two issues. Either the new systems weren't working well on low-end devices, or there were engine optimization problems. Maybe it just wasn't stable enough across all platforms. That's probably why the developers, what I like to call developer uncles, decided to cancel or postpone the rollout. It wasn't that the content didn't exist, it was there, but they held it back for technical reasons. Now moving into Season 7, a lot of fans expected those canceled features to finally arrive. Once again, people were hoping to see new animations and movements, but once again, it didn't happen. Instead, they only added a new animation for the MG82 gun, just one gun. That's all we got in terms of animation upgrades. And I've been reading the comments, trust me, I've seen the frustration. People are saying the game just isn't optimized for those animations, and that's why they've been scrapped altogether. These comments come from smart players, people who understand game development. But it leaves the rest of us wondering, if the game can't support new mechanics, what does that mean for the future? Let's take a step back and look at Call of Duty Mobile as a whole. This game already has a massive arsenal. There are so many weapons in the game. And if the devs added brand new animations one gun at a time, we'd literally be waiting until 2050 before every weapon got updated. No exaggeration. But even that's not the biggest issue. The real truth? It's something no one's openly talking about. Let's rewind to when Warzone Mobile started running into problems. At first, the servers stayed up, players kept logging in, but internally, something was changing. Then it became official. Activision posted an announcement confirming Warzone Mobile was being discontinued. That's right, the chapter of Warzone Mobile is officially closed. No more speculation, no more waiting. It's done. The game has been shut down from the inside, and this time they made it clear. In that same announcement, they told all Warzone Mobile players to log into Call of Duty Mobile using the same account, and anyone who did that would receive double CP as compensation. That's a huge indicator that Activision is fully shifting focus to Call of Duty Mobile going forward. They want to bring over the entire Warzone Mobile community and keep them engaged by offering rewards and refocusing content here. After officially discontinuing Warzone Mobile, Activision needed to redirect its resources and recover the losses. That's when they turned full attention to the Call of Duty Mobile test servers. And this is where things get interesting. They began adding mechanics, systems, and test content that clearly felt like it was originally built for Warzone Mobile. It wasn't random. It was a strategic move to pull those players in Monahan, give them a familiar experience, and keep them connected to the franchise through the more stable, successful mobile version. That's why test servers started including features that look and feel like they were meant for Warzone. But what happened in Season 5? The new animations got pulled back. Season 7? Still no sign of them. So now the big question is, Season 8, will we finally get them, or is it going to be another delay? You tell me in the comments. Now let me share something else I've noticed. I spend hours every day on Twitter, checking posts, tracking updates, watching for leaks. But what surprises me? None of the big leakers, not even one, is talking about why the new animations haven't been added yet. And I'm not talking about fans, I'm talking about people who specialize in leaks. They're completely silent on this. Why? Simple, money. Yeah, it's true. A lot of them are paid for what they post. They work for attention, for monetization, for engagement. They hype things not because it's confirmed, but because hype gets clicks. To be fair, some of them do share legit information, especially things already found in the test servers. That's solid. But when it comes to long-term leaks or secret features, it gets shady. Like when someone claims the Urzikstan map is coming next year, based on some blurry file or a string of code. At that point, it's hard not to feel like they're working directly with Activision to stir up buzz and emotion. One last thing before I wrap this up. Some of you asked, why don't I always credit the original leakers? Let me be real. Most of these leaks floating around Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, they're not created by the people who post them. They're usually just re-uploads. And most of the time, I've already downloaded or saved those files long before they post them. So why should I give credit to someone who didn't make it? But when it comes to people like Leaker on Duty, if I use their images or clips, I always give credit. That's just how I work. Before ending this video, I just want to say one last thing, and I want it to be clear. I'm a simple guy. I don't drag things out. I get straight to the point, whether you agree with me or not. Whether you've been supporting the channel from day one or you're just passing through, I appreciate you. Everyone who watches, comments, shares, or even questions what I say, you're part of this journey. At the end of the day, we're all here because we care about the games we love. We might have different views, different expectations, different opinions, but that's exactly what makes this community real. So thank you for being here. I see you, I hear you, and I respect you. We'll meet again in the next video. Until then, goodbye and take care.